it's LPT back with another unboxing, and for once I'm actually using my mascot because I think this video is pretty relevant to her. And you know what, now that I'm looking at it, they're pretty different, but we'll get to that in a second. I think this might be the most exciting package that I've gotten of the G7 main 5s, and that's not only because it comes with 2 different main 5s, but also because I've been looking for this one for literally weeks. It's been so hard to find it, and it's not available on Amazon until like mid-March, so I think I got this one a little bit earlier than anyone that doesn't have access to, you know, like the ambassadors free LPS or, you know, any other way to get these. But I had to look at least 3 different stores, and they were all Myers because they were the only store that had it for some reason. I was surprised that Target didn't have it or something, but I'm sure you can probably guess from, well, the corner view right here. We got the salon set. Oh my gosh. This was the only one they had left, and I didn't really bother to look for any misprints or anything like that. Like I was referring to earlier, here is like basically my mascot's twin, but way darker, which is kind of a surprise, I guess. I kind of feel like they would be the same shade, but I didn't even really think about what my mascot's actual shade was. But they basically have the same eyes. I think my mascot's eyes look better. But so this short hair, which kind of looks like LPS number 5, shout out to ZK. And we got a Pomeranian, which that is probably my cutest Pomeranian yet. And I think I have 2 others. After this video, I'll officially have every single G7 main 5. I don't know how big of an achievement that is, but I'm excited. Couldn't find the scissors I usually use for some reason. Literally looked to my right and found the scissors I usually use right next to me. I just went all the way downstairs for nothing. This one is kind of bland, honestly, but this one has a rug, and I thought that was kind of cute. And then there's a window and some picture frames. Well, this is different. I think usually it comes in like a little paper thing, but these were just kind of floating inside of the box. And then we got the Pomeranian for the picture, which is adorable, and a magenta coin. I don't know how many of these I have now, but they're kind of harder to get compared to the blind boxes, I guess. Starting with accessories, I'm pretty sure this is new, but it's a little paw print toothbrush, which is so cute. I hope I don't lose it because this is like adorable. One of these tiny little shampoo bottles, I think it's supposed to be shampoo, and I think we have had accessories similar to this, but they were like a lot less detailed, so I like that there's a lot of texture on this one and it actually says LPS. I'll put a picture of what I'm thinking of on screen because they're really bland and it's kind of hard to tell what they even are. Another one of these purple brushes. I have no idea how many of these I have now. Another one of these crazy hair dryers. It would be nice to see one of the original style hair dryers. I like the funky ones too, but these are just so iconic. Then we got this big headed rubber ducky. I have a lot of the original rubber duckies, and to be honest, they're way cuter, even though most of mine don't even have like eyes painted on. If you had to choose between one of these, which one would you choose, y'all? Because I would choose this one a million times over, but maybe I'm just biased because this one's like what we've had forever. I like that there's indents in the eyes on this one. And there is one with painted eyes and I think a painted beak too, but I don't have that one. I'll put it on the screen. Then there's the bathtub with this unnecessary paper cutout, which I guess it adds character. There's also some unnecessary plastic. Not fun, basic fun. This is also different than the bathtubs that we've gotten in the past, and honestly, I think I might prefer this one just because it's like way bigger. You can fit more in here, which I don't know if that's really that big of a deal, but the old ones were super small and cramped. You can barely fit 1 LPS in them, so yeah, and I like the attention to detail. The shower head. Not much to it though, and oh, I don't know how I feel about that. The like legs or paws, yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know if I don't know about that. And then the faucet is kind of lame, but it's fine. I kind of like the faucet on the original ones better because I think they were actually paw prints, and that made more sense than this. Moving on to the pets, we got this Pomeranian, which is kind of similar colors to the other one that I opened in my blind box video, I'm pretty sure. But I like the colors on this one better. I think the colors are a little bit darker, and the eyes are nice. I think they are kind of red, which is kind of weird. But I think a lot of the older generation LPS had red eyes. Like I think LPS number 2 might have red eyes. I don't remember. But yeah, I think she's really cute. I like the colors. I like how they're kind of calmer. And the hearts are cute, and her ears. But sadly, the gradient is kind of looking bad. I was hoping that was not going to happen, but yeah, it's looking rough right here. I think until Basic Fun finally gets it down, they should just not do gradients because it has not been looking good lately. On some pets, it looks good on cats for the most part, which is weird. I don't know what that's about, but whenever they do it on like a dog, like the collie or the dachshund in this set, I've already looked at it, it looks pretty bad, but it seems like it doesn't turn out as well. I don't know what that's about, but the Himalayan cats look good usually. And then the short hair in this set looks pretty decent with the gradient at least. And I guess I haven't paid attention to it before, but this one literally says 2009 on it. So I don't understand why they needed to remake the molds for the short hairs and the dog, you know, the main fives. They have a mold for this random Pomeranian. There's barely any Pomeranians, but they made so many short hairs, so many dachshunds, so many Great Danes, so many Cocker Spaniels, so many collies. Why? Why would they not have the mold anymore? I don't know. Hopefully they can improve though, because this is getting outrageous. Now for the main, most exciting part of this video, I guess, the main fives. Starting with the short hair because I've already opened a short hair in a previous video. And out of the two short hairs that we have, I think this is the better one, but she does have her flaws. I think her eyes are a little off, which I think it might be the flowers. I don't know. We don't have any other short hairs with, oh, I just lied to your guys' faces. I'm looking at one with flowers in its eyes. Oh my gosh, but she looks better because maybe, okay, I know why. Because one, these have more petals, which makes it look weird. And two, these are like way bigger, and it looks better when they're bigger because it looks like this one actually has life. But this one, she just kind of looks like she's staring into someone's soul, trying to steal it or something. I don't know. Also, the whole issue with the mold differencing, we're not even gonna go over that again because I already talked about that so much in the last unboxing with a short hair in it. Also, this floor is not helping, but she is so shiny. Like the paint on her gradient is just reflecting like crazy. Like look at that. I do think this one, like I said, is the cuter one out of the two short hairs, and I could like actually get away with using this one because I think she is pretty cute. Besides, I guess the eyes kind of look weird, but the gradient actually looks decent, which I don't understand. Maybe it's because using a gradient in like a smaller area is harder because there's only a little bit of space in between her eyes where they could put the gradient, and it just looks really bad on this LPS. But with her, it just kind of takes up her whole head, and there's more like space, I guess, for the gradient to like actually look decent. And it looks good on her paws too. But when I turn her head down, I noticed this does not even need to be a gradient. I don't know why it looks like that. It looks gross. I don't like that. I might actually have to take that off because I don't like it, but yeah, I think the gradient actually looks good on this one though, for the most part. Looking closer, it can be a little bit splotchy, which doesn't really bother me because I'm not gonna look close to her that much. But the main thing that's kind of throwing me off about her is her ears. It looks like there's pus coming out of them. I know that's supposed to be like the inner color of her ears, but why choose this color? I don't know. It just kind of looks like there's something spilling out, and I don't I don't like that. Maybe if it was like a darker color or more pink instead of this fleshy tannish color. I just think it's kind of out of place for this pet. I don't know. And once again, 2024 on the short hair, which is so sad because like, she's clearly lacking the essence of an original G2 short hair, but I guess this is G7, so maybe it has the right to be different. I don't know. I don't think that's what people wanted. I don't think people wanted different. Also, she's just kind of completely missing a nose, which that's not even something just Basic Fun has done. Hasbro has 100% done this as well. They did it with the heart face short hair, and it's so confusing to me every single time because I got my hands on her a couple of years ago by now, and I was really confused. I thought her nose was chipped, but I looked it up, like, literally when she's new in box, she just does not have a nose. Like, I'll put a picture of her new in box right here. No nose. I don't know what that's about, but it just makes it look like the mold is kind of just sitting there, and it's just, you know, she doesn't have a nose. I don't know. At least make it black, or even pink would look cute, but, and I don't even know if the paint is supposed to be missing here on the edges. I didn't notice that at first, but that doesn't look right. But it kind of just looks like she's missing hair or something. I don't know. Obviously the colors are different, but from the back, she's kind of reminding me of the Siamese. Like, I don't know. I just kind of looked at her and it reminded me of this one. But obviously they don't look the same from the front. And since this whole set is kind of just reminding me of some of the oldest main 5 LPS, like LPS number 5, the first short hair, mine is in horrible condition, but they do have their similarities. And I think LPS Honey's little short film does point that out quite a bit. And maybe it's just because my number 5 is in such terrible condition, but the gradient is kind of looking better on this girl, not gonna lie. And yeah, I can tell the difference between the colors now. She has more of a black, and this one has like a gray gradient. Although, if I had to choose between the two short hairs that we got from G7, this is definitely the better one, and I think she could have had a better outcome, but I do think she's pretty cute for the most part, and I think she is usable. Like, I could make a video with this one and I would not be mad about it. And finally, probably the most exciting one of this set, my mascot's twin, and oh my gosh, her, or honestly, maybe his, I don't know, I haven't decided. Their head is extremely high up, but they have a really good bobble. So that's good. I like that. Gosh, this is what I was talking about with the dogs. For some reason, the dogs' gradients always look so bad. Like, look at these feet. This is so... It looks like this was an accident. Like, it just sprayed everywhere. I don't know what in the world is going on with that. If the color of the nose and the little freckles, or whatever those are supposed to be, were like, just like a darker brown instead of a black, then I think it would look a lot less harsh and like drawn on, I guess. Because, you know, my mascot is chipping. Definitely my fault. I've had this LPS for quite a bit. But it isn't just black. It's like a dark brown, which makes it look natural. Not natural, but, you know, like the colors flow together. And then there's just black slapped on there. Like, oh my gosh. But I can't really complain about that. Gradient is throwing me off, but I do think it's decent design. I don't know how I feel about the eyes, because they were trying to go for, like, the older style eyes for a newer style LPS, which I don't know how much I like that, because the more modern stylized eyes look so good on these like bright colorful molds, and I think that's what Basic Fun is kind of trying to go for. But why backtracking, do old styled eyes? That doesn't make sense, and it's just so out of place in this set, because like look at their eyes and then look at this one's eyes. It's so random. And especially on camera, this one looks like a dude. I'm sorry, this LPS looks like a dude. I'm probably gonna have to make this one a man. So this is my twin brother now, I guess. I don't know. Also, the placement of the reflections looking lopsided. I'm not gonna lie, that is very lopsided. Like this one is all the way down here. The secondary one is up here while this one's all the way down here in the middle of the eye. Like it's just a whole mess, and looks better. I'm gonna say it. They look better. And obviously they're supposed to look almost the same, but I'm just catching the differences. This is my mascot of like 9 years. So at this point I can tell, even on camera. I'm sure you guys can tell as well. But this is our first and only dachshund, so welcome to the club, I guess. I gotta be nice a little bit, at least. The gradient, like I said, I was looking at the feet, but the gradient on the face is also just horrible. I don't even know what they were thinking. This is not even a gradient at this point. It's just like a harsh line right here and then a little bit of speckles, I guess. I don't know. I don't really like that. And it could have definitely gone without it. I don't think it was necessary. Like this one could have had a simple design, just had like the gradient on the feet, just like my mascot, but maybe that's a little bit too similar to my mascot. I don't know. But they also recreated an LPS entirely, so I can't really decide. I don't know. I think he's okay. But the peg thing, I don't like that very much. It's not too bad. It's just like the gradient is throwing it off, and that's kind of what happened with the collie as well. I don't think the design is a whole mess because it's so similar to my mascot, but I don't know. And now I might have to make this outro because my camera's gonna die. This is actually horrible. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and this outro is gonna be really short because I literally depleted my battery making it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of the main fives. I'm so surprised that I was able to get my hands on all of them, especially this quickly, because I don't know, it's kind of not been quick. I've been doing this since like December, I think. But I've been trying my best to keep up, y'all. It's so hard to keep up with the LPS ambassadors, but I'm getting there, okay? I'm getting there. Hopefully I'll be able to keep up with wave 4. I don't know when that's gonna come out. I'm kind of excited about that, but for now, I'm happy with what we got here because yeah, it's wave 3, and I got so much wave 3 LPS. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Let me know what you guys think about the new main fives, because they are definitely different and they're very controversial so far, and they've only been out for a couple months by now. But they're giving us what we asked for, kind of. Not the best quality, but it is what we asked for, so we can't complain too much, can we? I don't know. We just need some quality control, like I've been saying forever. But hopefully that'll change a little bit in wave 4. I'm getting my hopes up for that, when I probably shouldn't, but we'll see what happens, and we'll see the discussion. I love these little discussions that we have, even though the LPS community can be a little bit of a hassle and a mess sometimes. It is fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye! Why is it overheating? Are you serious? Oh my gosh.